Welcome to Park Bench Interviews, hosted by Randy Goodman, Harvey Callis Real Estate, your real estate professional. Get to know our community, our businesses, products, and services that will elevate your life. Please welcome your hostess, Randy Goodman.
Hey, it's Randy Goodman, and I am with Harvey Callis Real Estate, and I am super excited to be interviewing Lynn McIntosh. And Lynn, you are a relationship coach. You help men and women coming out of toxic relationships, so I love that. And welcome. Thank you for being here with me.
Oh, thank you so much, Randy. It's great to be here. Thank you.
Well, I'm thrilled to chat with you. I've known you for a few years. We have a few things in common, which
Yes,
I
we
love.
do.
And, I'm happy to have you share with us a little bit about you. So first, tell us a little bit about what do you do? Like, who's Lynn?
Okay, so I'm a relationship coach, and I help people heal. They've been in a relationship with a narcissist. I'm educated in narcissism. And a narcissist is someone who's very self-absorbed, lacks empathy, entitled, and they're in a relationship with a narcissist. And the after effects of being in that relationship can be very negative, such as anxiety, depression, confusion, because they have their techniques of the way they want to work the relationship, and it's all about control. So the after effects of being in that relationship can be quite devastating, actually. Mm-hmm. So I help them heal from it, basically.
Okay, I love that. So, Lynn, what made you get into this? Because I'm sure you weren't doing this your entire life. So what is the process of how you got there?
Yeah, definitely not. Okay, so I've been in three toxic relationships with three different people. Wow. And I was always like reeling from these. I didn't understand why things were being said to me. I didn't understand why I was always feeling down. I couldn't get my mojo back. And I thought, what is going on? And one day I got fed up. I said, you know what? No, I've had enough. So I started to go into the positive thinking, law of attraction, mindset, the subconscious mind. And I started to really get heavy duty in the evenings into researching it and intensely. And it became a really interesting thing. It became a passion. So I was taking a small coaching course one day, and I had three people tell me within 2 hours that, gee, you'd make a great coach. And I said, oh, you're just saying that. And they go, no, we're not. Actually, we don't just say that. We turn away a lot of people, but we think you'd be a great coach. And I thought, I've never thought of it. And I said, well, I have had people come up to me through the years and say, Lynn, I have a problem, but I can't really talk to anyone, but I feel I can talk to you. Do you have a couple of minutes? So of course I would listen to them, but I've had that. And he said, have you had that said to you? I go, how did you know that? I have had that said to me. So that was how I became a coach, and the toxic relationship, having been in them. And I healed myself from it. So now I heal others that are in the same predicament, and I get them from this side to the other side.
Wow. So. I love that you've taken that on. And it's really funny, Lynn, because quite often people end up in a career because of an experience they've had themselves.
Exactly.
Right? And you end up being more passionate about it because
exactly. That's right. You got it.
And not only have you been educated, properly academically educated, but you also have the experiential education as well, because you've actually experienced it for yourself. So, and there's lots of ways that people get into different professions. And this is probably one of the best ways, unfortunately, even though you had to go through it yourself, which we're sorry for, but
it's great though, because my job is actually also my therapy. So right. Yeah, I get two in one, right? But yeah, it is unfortunate, but it is quite prevalent out there, and a lot of people are suffering. But yeah, it is unfortunate, but it's all past now, and now I'm helping others, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's great. Yeah.
And what do you do for the community, like volunteer wise or giving back? What is your passion there?
I give I give food to families that are in need. There's a center in town.
Okay.
I do it quite often, actually. I go in and I buy food and I give it to the center,
Wow.
and it goes to families that have been screened. They're screened that they need food.
Right.
So I provide food for families that are in need. I provide clothing that I don't use, that is still in good shape. Clothing. I'm with Toastmasters. It helps me with my speaking. So I've joined Toastmasters. I've been in Toastmasters about 2-3 years now.
Okay.
And we have a lot of fun getting up and speaking and sharing stories. But I think giving for me has, when a narcissist is a taker.
Right.
So I was constantly giving, but getting nothing in appreciation for what I was giving. But when I gave to the center, I get a phone call saying, Lynn, thank you so much for your donation. It helped a family this week that was in need of food. And I get the acknowledgement that I gave. And it feels so good to be acknowledged, because when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you get no acknowledgement for your giving. They just want you to keep giving and giving, right?
Yep. And they just keep taking and taking.
Yeah. It's like they suck you dry. They just suck the life out of you. So giving for me is so, when you're giving to people that are in need, and it feels so good, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I call mental income. That's my mental income.
That's your mental income. Exactly.
Yeah. When I'm giving, it just makes me feel so good to see someone else benefit or connect or whatever it is. I just get this wonderful feeling, and it just makes me feel good that, I call it mental income. Because
it is mental income.
Doesn't put food on the table, but it makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's just a good feeling, to know that you help someone, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And after I give the food, I drive away from the center, and I drive away with that feeling of right on. You're going to help someone, and it's a really it's a feeling money can't really buy, right?
No. Yeah. And and you're changing people's lives. And the other part of it is, you may never even know. You may never even know. You just walk away knowing that you did, right? Even
exactly.
with no reward and no acknowledgement other than, the thank you from the organization that's going to serve the food. But yeah, it's a wonderful feeling to give back. And if you guys out there haven't done anything yet, I suggest that you do, because it is a absolutely wonderful feeling. But back to you, Lynn, though. We want to know more about you. So how do you help these people? First of all, how do you even find the people to help?
Through, you mean how, like what,
how do
media?
How would they come to you? How would you find them? How would you even know that somebody was leaving or wanting to leave a toxic relationship?
Networking is one way. I go to a networking meeting. I was one just before this COVID-19 started, and she came up to me and she said, I told her what I did, and she says, actually, my sister-in-law is in really bad shape, and could I have your card? And she's gonna give you a call. So, you have that happen. Or I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, my son, I had one there. My son I think he's a narcissist, and I really don't know much about it, but could we have a call, Mm-hmm. So it's people that they sort of get their antennas up when they hear what I do. Like they go,
right,
like, because they know someone that is probably a narcissist, but they don't know what it is. They don't know how to deal with it. Right. So when they hear what I do, they go, excuse me, like, oh, I think my mother could be that. So they're interested, right? Because they want to delve deeper into it, right? And see if they can find a solution or something like that. But a lot of networking. I get a lot of clients through just networking, like just referral. I've heard, through the grapevine, what you do, and my aunt needs help or something like that.
Right.
It's just, one day I had like 3 calls all at once, and then it can be quite, So Facebook, I have a webinar. And now I'm doing some LinkedIn connections too. Okay. So, And, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. It's something that they don't know or they don't know who to talk about it to, right?
So Lynn, with the people that you help, so I know you're helping the people that are getting out of the toxic relationship, but do you also help the narcissist?
I'll be up front here. A narcissist you can't help. Through what I've learned through other professionals, like psychologists, like psychotherapists,
Okay.
You can't help a narcissist. It's a personality disorder, and a narcissist won't change. And a lot of times when a narcissist and his spouse or partner goes to therapy, it fails because the narcissist ends up defending his actions, because a narcissist can't look inside himself. A narcissist can't say, wow, I did something wrong. I'm going to fix that inside me. I'm going to be a better person. They don't do that because they don't have the capability to do that. So they don't change, and they're wounded people, and they keep on hurting. They keep on doing that, right?
So can they, but is there help for them, even though you might not be the person to work with those people? Is there hope for them? Is there help for
there might be, but there might be help for them, but it's like anything, they have to want to help themselves,
right?
There might be help for them, but they have to want to help themselves.
Yeah.
And if someone doesn't, you know that, Randy, if someone doesn't want to help themselves, then nothing's really going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of them think there's nothing wrong with them. A lot of them think that they're the cat's meow, and there's nothing wrong with me. It's you. It's you that's got the problem. I don't have any problems. Like, I'm fine.
Right.
So they deny that they have a problem. Denial. They project their problems onto you. So they don't want to take responsibility for what they do. So they
probably don't have a lot of people that like them, right?
Yeah, well, some of them might think they have people that like them, or
right.
they think they're the grandiose and they're the cat's meow, but in reality, probably not. If you go around demeaning someone or criticizing them all the time, or thinking you're better, you think you're better than they are, you know it all, you know everything when you really don't.
Right.
Do you want to be around someone like that, right? It's very draining.
No, definitely not. Yeah. But anyway, I know, kind of going off topic, but I would hope that there might be someone out there that could help them, and I'm sure we'll get comments on this.
there are people that can help them, yes.
Yeah.
But they have to. Yes, there are people that can help them, but they have to want.
The good thing is that Lynn can help those that have to deal with them.
Yeah.
And help you live a very happy and fulfilled life, and so that you can go on and not feel all those crappy feelings that a narcissist would make you feel. So I love that you're focused on that, and that's a good niche. You have a very specific niche of people that you're working with, so that they're very clear to know that you are the person that can help them.
And very interesting too, because I love the subconscious mind. I actually just got my certification for a hypnotist.
Oh, good.
I took a course. We took, so our teacher delved right into the subconscious mind, and how our mind can, if we want to be depressed during this period of COVID, we'll be depressed. If we decide we're going to stay positive, stay happy, stay focused, we will be. It's what we determine how we want to think is what we will be, right?
Yeah.
So it's up to us. We have the control. The subconscious mind is a very interesting.
Oh yeah.
How it determines the decisions we make, right? It determines our life and what we think and how we perceive things and how we want to deal with something, right?
Absolutely.
Like with a narcissist, you can live in fear, or you say, no, I know this is wrong, and I'm going to either get away from this person, or I'm going to heal, or I'm not going to take this. Like it's because you know with a narcissist, something's not quite right in the relationship. There's something a little off. You can't quite pinpoint it, but you know that there's something wrong, right? So, yeah.
So what are the different ways that you work with people?
The different methods I use for healing, you mean?
No, like different programs or what you offer, like how can people work with you?
I have a 3-month program. Each month has 4 modules, and it takes you from, it's called Toxic to Terrific. So it takes you from, telling your story, letting out what's inside. So you have room to heal, because when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you're carrying a lot inside. You're carrying a lot of stuff that you're carrying through day by day by day. So through healing, you have to talk about it. So that's the first step. And then we talk about fears. We talk about self-care. We talk about doing a life audit, like where are you standing right now in your life? So I go from past to the present, and then to the future, where you want to be in the future. What do you want your life to look like when you've healed? Like, what are your goals with your career? What are your goals with your relationships? How do you want to have better relationships because you've healed? How do you want to have a better relationship with a partner? How do you want to have better relationships with your kids? Maybe this narcissist, your relationship with your kids is suffering because you're always angry, you're always upset. So when you heal, you're happy. You're happy with yourself, and you have better relationships. Right. So I have this course, and there's a small, medium, and the larger course. So it depends on what you want to, either what you can afford or what you want to do. So that's what I do. And there's different methods I use for healing in the course, and they heal from feeling, depressed and down and low self-esteem, and they come out feeling joyful and confident and happy, and like they're not even worrying about this narcissist anymore, right?
And some of your options include coaching directly with you?
Yeah, there's we have a Zoom call once a week. They have PDF like sheets that they work on. We have a live phone call asking each week when we're stepping up to each module what they've done. They have homework through the week, and then what they've done, and what they accomplished, and then we'll move up to the next level. So it's a healing process, right? So, and it's really interesting to do it. So
how would they contact you?
I have a website. It's lynnmcintosh.com, or they can on Facebook, Lynn McIntosh, Relationship Coach. They can send me a message. My email is lynnmc@live.ca.
And that's Lynn with 2 N's.
Yes, it's lynnmc@live.ca. And Lynn McIntosh, lynnmcintosh.com. Yeah. Website, email, or Facebook. Just send me you'll see under my profile picture, it says Relationship Coach, helping people heal.
Okay, perfect. And we'll have all the links and contact info for you guys below. And is there anything that you'd like to say to people, a tip or a final comment before we sign off?
Well, during this period, if you are in a relationship with a narcissist and you're in 4 walls, you're in self-isolation, when you're in the 4 walls with a narcissist, don't argue with them, don't criticize, don't react to what they do. The best thing to do is, it's called background noise. You just agree with them. If they want something, you get it. You don't criticize, you don't disagree with them. You don't cause conflict. You stay sane in 4 walls with a narcissist. Just background noise. You're a non-entity. You just agree with them. If they need something, you're there, but you're not there fully. Sort of like a smartphone app. You're just sort of there. You're just there, like white background noise. Don't cause a disruption, because when narcissists right now at this period, their grandiosity is sort of suffering, because they're like everyone else. If they get this coronavirus, I don't want to be negative, but they could die. They're like everyone else now. They're vulnerable. Like their grandiosity is being threatened, right? So they could be very aggressive emotionally, or you know, when they talk, they can be very aggressive and want to fight or want to whatever. But just do this be a non-entity and do the white background noise, and eventually even this method will wear out, because when you're in four walls with a narcissist, they need someone to project, and you're there, and not because you've done anything, but just because you're there. So it's too bad, you know, it's just the way they work.
Yep. So once again, say your website again.
It's lynnmcintosh.com, lynnmcintosh.com, or it's lynnmc@live.ca.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lynn, for being on with us and sharing. I think you gave some great advice, and hopefully we'll all, you know, survive through everything going on now and be able to get away from the narcissists.
Well, thank you so much, Randy, for having me, and I hope your family, everyone's doing well, and your sons and Benny. Say hi to Benny.
Say hi to Jamie.
Okay.
Thank you, and your kids too. And yeah, and take care. Thank you for being on with me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this interview hosted by Randy Goodman. We hope you will take action and connect with the incredible business people and leaders in our community. And remember, Randy is always here to answer any questions you have regarding your real estate needs. Be sure to register on the website and stay up to date on what's happening in your area at parkbench.com/millpond.